on this computer. Okay. So we're just looking at how to analyze the rule whenever we're reciting Al-Quran Kareem. Okay. And particularly when we see the rule of Nunu Sakina and Tenwin, we ask ourselves which letter follows. So here we have Ain, Nun, and Ha. But this Ain, we are less concerned about this Ain. Okay? What we're concerned is the Nunu Sakina. Okay? And after this Nunu Sakina, which letter follows? Okay, is Ha. So if we don't have Nunu Sakina, as long as we have either Nunu Sakina or what? Or Tenwin. Remember, this rule is about what? Sound. Okay? The note that has a cone. Okay? That is sound. Sound. So we have to look for the letter, okay, after the nonosakina or that has 10 wing. So here we have the Ha. Then we cannot say, oh, the Ha belongs to which category? Is it al-izhar? Is it al-idgham? Is it al-ikhfa? Is it al-iqlab? So we know that Ha belongs to al-izhar. Then we say al-izhar nonosakina in the Ha. Al-izhar nonosakina in the Ha. That is analysis. If I ask you a question, always ask yourself before you answer me, do we have Nunu Sakina or Tenwin? If yes, then check the next letter that follows. Okay, for example, if Mim follows, then you need to know Yerima Luna, that is Aledegam. Then we now say Aledegamu, Tenwin, or Nunu Sakina in the Mim. All right, so let me check here. Let's look at another one here. Okay, if I say we should analyze this one, okay. I'm sharing the screen now, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Let me reshare it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Bango.
Yeah.
So if I ask you a question about analysis, first of all, ask yourself, do we have Nunu Sakina or do we have what? Tanwin. Remember, these two, they are just all about the sound. Okay? Now, you check, do we have Nunu Sakina or Tanwin in this question?
Tenwin.
Yes, we have Tenwin. That's number one answer you have to answer. And number two question is, which letter follows?
Mim.
Mim. And you also ask, thank you. You have to know, this mim belong to which category? Remember, we have 4 categories: al-izhar, al-idgham, al-ikhfa, al-iqlab. So mim, take your time when you're analyzing. For now, always take step by step. Waste time to get it right, rather than rushing and get it wrong, because we're just learning it. All right. So that's analysis, right? So you know, mim follows. Mim belongs to which one? Is it al-izhar? No. Is it al-iqlab? Never. Al-iqlab is easy to remember because it's just back, isn't it? So then is it al-idgham? Okay, always think about al-iqlab first because it's one. Then you think about 2 other says, al-idgham and al-izhar. So if that, then which means al-ikhfa. Now, mim belongs to what?
Al-idgham.
Someone want to ask a question?
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the Tenwin doesn't have to be on Nun. It can be on any letter.
Exactly, yes. Okay. That's why we call it the rule of Nunu Sakina, which means if you see Nunu Sakina, or even if you don't see Nun, as long as you see Tenwin. Because Tenwin and Nunu Sakina, they're all about sound. If you imagine, how do we read this one? How do we read this one?
This
This one, how do we read this one?
Wala
And, isn't it?
arjum.
Are you with
And.
me? And.
Yes.
And how do we read this one?
And.
And. You see, it's the same. It's just all about the sound. So no matter letter is it for the tenwin, raw, no matter what. But what you need to determine is what follows. What follows, which letter follows it. Then it will show you any 4 of the categories. But if your question is not all about nono sakina or tenwin, which means you are not going to focus on the tenwin or nono sakina. When I ask question, ask yourself first that do I see nono sakina or tenwin? If you don't see it, which means I'm not asking you about nono sakina, because we have done a couple of rules. We have done gunna, we have done kolkola, isn't it? So we have done rule of nono sakina or tenwin. All right. Now, so in this case, let me cite another example here now. I'm just want you to focus how to analyze. Okay. Now look at this now. The first question is, do we have nono sakina or tenwin?
Nono sakina.
No, we don't have.
Do we have nono sakina or tenwin?
Nono sakina.
So we have nono sakina. What is the second question?
What letters?
Thank you. Which letter follows? And which letter follows this one?
Sword.
Sword.
And where
And
does it
sword
belong
belongs to what?
Alekifar.
Thank you. First of all, take away Aleklab is not bad. Don't consider that. Then Yari Malun, which is Idigom, take it off. And Ali for Hamza, no, take it off. Then you go for Alekafal. Alekafal, the letters are 15, so it's always match. Okay, let's go for another one. Look at this. What is always my first question, please?
Tenwin or
Is
nono
it tenwin or nono
Is
sakina?
it so? What is it?
Tenwin.
Tenwin. And what is the second question?
What
What follows? And what
Lamb.
follows? Lamb. And
Lamb.
lamb belongs to what?
Ali,
Now
Ali
you are going to say Ali the Gomo Tenwin in the lamb.
in the lamb.
That's it. Ali the Gomo Tenwin. This is Tenwin in the lamb. But here we're going to say Ali Kafau Nunu Sakina in the so in the means with. Okay, in that means with sword or with say with blah blah blah. All right. Okay, I think it's getting better. Okay, let's look at this. What is my first question?
Is it tenwin or nono sakina?
Is it tenwin or no sakina? What is it?
Tenwin.
Tenwin. So tenwin. What is the second question?
Wow.
One letter follows.
Wow, and what belongs to?
Alidigam.
We're not going to say what? Alidigam what?
Tenwin.
In the what?
In the what?
Please say it together.
Alidigam. In the what?
In the what?
God bless. Now look at this one. After nono sakina here, followed by kha. Please, what is the first question?
Is it tenwin or nono sakina?
Is it
nono
tenwin?
sakina?
And this is nono sakina, and followed by
Alizar.
Alizar.
Izihar, yeah.
How do we analyze now?
Alizar.
Alizar, nono sakina in the ha.
In the ha.
Masha Allah, barakallah fiqh. Ali izharu nono sakina in the ha. That's it. Okay, let's look at this. Aisha Bello, over to you.
So this is Jim. So this is Ali Ekefar Nun Sakina in the gym.
in the gym. Mommy Adna, do you think she's right or she's wrong?
That's gym, is it?
Yeah, very well.
Gym, yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
And she
Gym
said,
is one of the letters of
Sakina in the gym. Is she right or wrong?
There, sir.
100%.
Right,
MashaAllah, barakallah fiqh. Please don't rush to the answer. Double check it before you give me the answer. Slow down. We are still learning how to analyze. Analysis, you know what I mean? You know what you are doing. When you are reciting the Quran, you know what to do. Or if somebody asks you, or you want to teach your kids as well, that's why I'm teaching you this at this stage. It's very useful for everyone. Okay. I imagine you are reading, you say, الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف. We have done 3 tajweed here. We said, min ju. You see, we hide the nun sakina. And this is a meaning juhin. No. I say, min. Okay? Min for 2 counts. Min ju in wa. You see? Ju in wa. You see? I've merged it. Then the last one I said, wa amanahum min. You see? If somebody says min khawi, you say, excuse me, min, no, it's min khawfi. And when you say it to them, they're going to ask you, Haja Aisha, why do you say min khawfi? You'll be able to say, come on. This is one of the tajweed rule, which says anytime we see the nono sakina followed by one of the zihar letter, then it's going to make it clear. You say, oh, mashallah, you know what you are doing. You know what I mean? Okay. So let's, Aja who is Fadilat? Aja Fadilat? Aja Fadilat.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Salam alaikum.
Alhamdulillah, sir.
Alhamdulillah. Ekujo meta ma.
Yes, sir.
Kí ba lọ báyìí?
Sir?
Kí wà lórí program pẹ̀lú wa ma?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, sir. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Okay, we are just into the rules of tajweed, all right?
Okay, sir.
And this session is recording for today, inshallah. So please, you can check it out later.
Okay, sir.
Àmọ́ dẹ̀ ní kẹ́ sálámà sí mi lórí platform jọ yẹn so that a lè hard yín sórí platform. I bet you amen.
Dára sàmì ìsínbẹ̀ yà. Ló ti gbàgbé. Oh.
Okay, kẹ́ sálámà sí mi later, inshallah.
Okay, sir.
Now,
Inshallah.
no problem. So this rule here, Aja Bisola, and you look up. Oh yeah, please analyze this for me. What is the first question?
The first question is it Tenwin or Nunu Sakina? It's Tenwin.
Good.
Followed by Alif Amsat.
Okay.
Is the R.
Now, how do you analyze now?
So it's gonna be Ali Izihar, Tenwin in the R.
Ajolomakani.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Ali Izharu Tenwin in the Alif or Amza. That's it. That's it. Other Aja Nematullahi. And you look at this one followed by this one.
Tenwin and Mim.
Nam.
Mim belongs to Ali Idgam.
Nam.
Ali Idgam, Tenwin in the Mim.
Barakallahu fiqh. Alaja Latun George, inshallah. Alaja. MashaAllah. This is amazing. MashaAllah. Aja Fadila. Say, Mama, listen, I better try.
More listen, sir.
Ma?
More listen, sir.
Okay, very good. Now, this one on its own, you know, if I just say this one on its own, this one is just gunna because it's mim shadda. But if I put this together to analyze, because if you're analyzing, you have to check. But this one is al-idgham tanwin in the mim. But if I don't want you to lay emphasis on this one, if I say what is this one on its own, you have to say to me is gunna. Okay, gunna, there are 2 letters of gunna. We have mim with shadda and nun with what? with shadda. Fahimtum. When I say fahimtum, do you understand? I say fahimna. Fahimtum.
Fahimna.
Fahimna. Odabe.
Owabe.
No. Odabe. Okay. Now, let's go to today's session because you don't have or you want to finish analysis today and new topic to next week. What do you think?
Because it's almost time now, Alaji.
So which means we should continue analyzing this one. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. That's right.
Okay, this one. Aja ni mata lie. Tano lies don't see. Talofi analysis don't. Aja ni mata bi. Okay, Aja no continue. Oh yeah, bismillah.
Please, sir. Before I do the analysis, can I ask a quick question? It might help my answer.
Bismillah.
We say that Gunna, the two letters of Gunna are Mim with Shedda and Nun with Shedda.
Yes, ma'am. Now.
Okay. That's what I just want to get.
Okay. Now, please always remember, we have many rules. When you see Mim with Shedda and Nun with Shedda, we call it Gunna. It's a rule on its own. Don't mix rules together. Okay? This is Gunna. However, when you see something like this together, so you can go for the rule of Ali Edegom. Ali Edegom tenwin in the lamb. Okay?
Without Gunna.
This one, yeah, without Gunna. Thank you. Ali Edegom tenwin begoiru Gunna. You can say begoiru Gunna or without Gunna. Here, we also have Ali Edegom tenwin in the wa with Gunna. Okay. Aja, Aisha, Oiba Michelejo. Check, think.
I'm checking, I'm thinking.
Now,
is there no Sakina or Tenwin? Yes, there's no Sakina. What follows Ba? So this is Alikilab, no Sakina in the Ba.
Atakbir.
Allah.
Ba is the most easiest one you can obviously see. You're going to see the small meme and followed by the ba. That is Alek Laba, no Sakina, and the ba. Okay? Now, to introduce the next topic to you, I'm not going to teach today, but just to introduce it, is all about having two sukun. It's all about having double sukun. Double sukun. Another word for double sukun, another word for sukun is sakina. Remember? Okay? You know, we are looking at the rule of nunu sakina. We also call it what? It's nun sukun, basically. All right? Which is sound. Now, do you think if I have ba sukun and I have another ba sukun, do you think this is possible? Or if I have a jim with sukun followed by another jim with sukun, do you think this is possible?
Yeah, because of the double sukun you said, sir.
Yes, because of double sukun. So according to the rule, we cannot have double sukun. Please get it right. Introduction to the next topic. We cannot have what?
Double sukun.
Double sukun. Rather, we change the second one to kasra. We change it to what? To kasra. We cannot have double sukun. We change the second one to the what? To the kasra. Répétez après moi.
We change the second sukun to kasra.
You cannot have two sukuns.
Now, let me now show you what I'm talking about according to the Qaida. We are doing lesson. Am I sharing Qaida?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Ejo, come attend the classes, please. Please, please,
Inshallah.
please. Ejama, try.
Inshallah.
Now, call Fatia, call Dark Esrodi,
Where are your people? Let them come more.
Kodi. Now, Ro domatene run. Ro domatene run. Ro, 1 sec, snipping. This is just introduction, okay? Just in case if you are not clear of it. It's just like introduction. Hello, Besson.
Salam alaikum, Asi.
Which one am I sharing, please?
No, sir. Not yet.
Okay.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Are you sure? Which one am I sharing, please?
Kodi
lady.
So on a good day, this one is Kodirun. It has to be domateni. Okay? And what is domateni, which means there's sukun ending, Kodirun. And this is alif, right?
Yes, sir.
This is alif, and we are not meant to pronounce this alif. Why we're not meant to pronounce this alif? Because it is called Amsa to the Wasl. There is what we call Amsa to the Wasl. Okay? So the rule of alif and lam. The rule of what? Alif and lam. Alif and lam. There always this like alif that look like this. It's called Amsa. Amsa to the Wasl. We have two types of Amsa. Amsa to the Wasl and Amsa to the Qata. When we see this type of alif at the beginning of a verse, we can say it as A, or we can say it as E, or we can say it as U when we see it at the beginning of a verse. Please listen. I'm going to play one video shortly. All right. I'm moving on to another topic now. We're supposed to do the answer, but I just want you to understand this as well. So if we see this alif amzatul in the middle of a verse, okay? In the middle of a verse, we did not say it at all when we see it in the middle. But when we see it at the beginning of a verse, we are going to say it. But it doesn't show its fatia, it doesn't show kasra, but this is a sign that is on it. If you check the Quran, this is a sign you are going to say. Now, when are we going to pronounce it as A? When are we going to say it as E? When are we going to say it as what? As U. That is the question now. Now, if you have it, and if lam follows, if what? Lam follows it. This is the rule I'm explaining now. If lam follows, so we start it with A. If you look at Surah Al-Fatiha, sometimes you don't see Fatiha there, but you are going to see this sign on it.
Did you get the part now?
Okay? You are going to see this sign on it. So you are going to read as Alham, which is as Fatiha. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. You read as A. The first rule says, when you see Alif and Lam, okay, with Amsa, at this sign, we call it Amsa to the Wasl. If you see it at the beginning of a verse, this will serve as A in this case. Why? Aisha, why is going to serve as A? What follows it? Lam.
Because lam follows it.
Thank you. Because lam follows it. Do we understand this first rule? Okay. I think you better let me bring out this video so that you can get it more better. Inshallah. Inshallah. Where is it? I'm recording, please. Let's mute ourselves. I'm trying to bring it out, sorry. Please, let's listen, okay?
By now we should know the letter Hamza. We said if it has a fatha, it becomes a. With a kasra, it becomes I. And with a dhamma, it becomes u. We also have a connecting Hamza, known as Hamzatul Wasl in Arabic. It looks like the head.
Are we all listening?
Yes, sir.
And is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please
Yes.
make sure you understand it.
of the letter Sad placed above an alif at the beginning of a word. Like in this example, we see two Hamzatul Wasls. Now the rules are, if we begin reading a word beginning with Hamzatul Wasl, then we pronounce it with a vowel. So this word will read Al-Hamdu. I pronounce the Hamzatul Wasl with a vowel. Or if we start reading from this word, it will read Al-Alameen. Al-Alameen. But if we continue reading the sentence, the Hamzatul Wasl gets dropped. So this will read Rabbil Alameen and not Rabbi Al-Alameen. Let's have a look at some examples. This is two words. When we are reading these two words together, we have to drop the Hamzatul Wasl. It now reads Wal Qalam. Wal Qalam. But if I read this word on its own, I have to place a vowel on the Hamzatul Wasl. It will read Al Qalam. Another example. When we are reading these two words together, we have to drop the Hamzatul Wasl. It now reads Wanhar. Wanhar. Let's try something bigger. The first word reads Ta'ami. Ta'ami. The second word has a Hamzatul Wasl. We have to place the vowel on it when we start reading from it. It reads Al-Miskeen. Al-Miskeen. Now, when we read it together, we drop the Hamzatul Wasl. It now reads Ta'amil Miskeen. Let's find all the Hamzatul Wasls. Okay, great. Now since we are reading everything together, we have to drop the Hamzatul Wasl. It reads Hu na li kabtuliyal mu'minun. Hunalika tuliyal mu'minun.
So the Hamzatul Wasl is what? Is drop. Because if we have it in the middle, what do? We drop it. We don't say it. If you look at your Quran, if you look at your Qaida, they won't say it. Because it's Hamzatul Wasl is in the middle. Okay? Can I continue?
Bismillah.
Okay, good.
Alhaji, salam alaikum. Sorry, sir.
Walaikum salam.
The ulali yi, èmi rò bí nù ni after who, how do yen.
This one is
Salam,
known.
Yeah.
No, nani. Only unalika.
Okay. Moroboni una. Unalika.
Yeah, unalikab.
Unalika.
Join this now. Unalikab.
Unalika.
You join this. You ignore what? The answer to the wasl. Okay?
الوصل هنالك ابتلي المؤمنون. And if I begin reading from these words, we have to keep the Hamzatul Wasl and add a vowel. If I begin reading here, it will read Al-Mu'minun. Al-Mu'minun. And if I begin reading here, this will read Ubtuliya.
Now look at this now. This one, it says alif here, isn't it?
Yes,
But
sir.
this one, it says dama here. Do you know the reason? Because this one, do you understand it? This one followed by lam, isn't it?
Yes,
That's
sir.
why we make it al. But this one says u. Do you know the reason?
No.
He's going to explain it, but always check the third araka. The third araka has what?
Oh,
Dhamma.
So this one is going to be what? Dhamma.
Dhamma.
He's going to explain it. Just listen, please.
Ubtuliya. Question. When you begin reading a word with Hamzatul Wasl, how do you know what vowel to put on the Hamzatul Wasl? Like in this example, I put a dhamma here, and I put a fatha here. Since we are just learning and most of us don't know the difference between a vowel and a noun, we should follow these steps. Number 1. If after the Hamzatul Wasl there is a lam, you add a fatha. Like in these examples.
Goodness.
A lam after
Can I play it? Can I play it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please make sure you understand the first rule. Step 1. If it has lam after it, it's going to be what?
Fataha.
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 Thank you. You can always listen to these times with that number. I'm going to send you the link just to get it right, please, because you can't escape this one.
Hamzatul Wasl. You have to place a fatha on the Hamzatul Wasl. This reads Alhamdu. This reads Al-Alameen. Step 2. If the word doesn't have a lam after the Hamzatul Wasl, then we look at the third letter of that word. If it has a dhamma, then we place a dhamma on the Hamzatul Wasl.
What is rule number 1, Aja Aisha?
You look at the alif first Hamza, I don't know how to call it. But if it's followed by lam,
okay,
you will add fataha.
Thank you.
Pronounce it as a.
Aja Bishola, what's the second rule?
The second rule said if you look at the third araka,
No.
and it's followed by you turn
If it has dhamma.
If he has dhamma,
Mm-hmm.
you turn the
Amsa to Wasil to
Amsa to Wasri to u.
Thank you.
Dhamma.
Thank you. But if it has lam, you don't need to change anything, just have to ha. But the second rule says if it doesn't have alif or hamza, it doesn't have lam, but the third araka is u, so the first hamza is going to be u as well. Let's go.
Like in these examples, there is no lam after Hamzatul Wasl. The third letter has a dhamma, so we place a dhamma on Hamzatul Wasl. This reads unzur, and this reads أخرج. There are a few exceptions, but you can follow our Tajweed video for more details. Step 3. If the word doesn't have a lam after Hamzatul Wasl, and if the third letter does not have a dhamma on it, then it takes a kasra, like in these examples.
Okay. The third stage is what? Let's come back. Aja Nemata, what's the first step?
First step is if the what is it called? As a wasna.
Hamza to wasil.
Hamza to wasna. If you have lam after, then it's called, you will put fatah on it.
Second rule.
Second rule, if Hamza to wasna doesn't have lam, and we look at the third letter. If you have doma, then we'll put doma in front.
Okay. Mommy Adna, what if it doesn't have alif and lam? Which is the rule 1, and rule 2, the third letter doesn't have dhamma. So the third rule says what?
We have to put pressure on it.
Thank you. You have to put the kasra on it. That's it.
There is no lam after Hamzatul Wasl. The third letter doesn't have a dhamma. Therefore, the Hamzatul Wasl takes a kasra. This now reads idhhab, and this reads iftah. Let's do some more examples to sum it all up. Let's say I want to start reading from here. Let's look through the rules. Is there a lam after Hamzatul Wasl? No.
No.
So it's fatha. Does the third letter have a dhamma? No. So it's not a dhamma.
No, so it's
It
kasra.
can only be a kasra. It reads ishrah. Ishrah. And if I read the words together, we drop the Hamzatul Wasl and it reads Rabb Ishrah. Let's say I want to start reading from here. Let's look through the rules. Is there a lam after Hamza?
Okay. Aja Aisha. Now it is going to be on this one. Is it going to be Fataha? Is it going to be Kasra? Is it going to be Doma? Before the guy finish it.
There's no lam and there's no doma.
There is doma.
There is doma. So there's no lam, but there is doma. So it would be doma.
Thank you. Let's see if you get it right. No. Okay, the second one here. Aja Nimatalai.
Yeah.
This one, is it going to be Fatiha, Kasra, or Dhamma?
It's gonna be kasra.
This one?
No.
No, sorry, it's gonna be Fatiha. Sorry.
Why? Thank you. Because of what?
Because of the lamb.
Thank you. Let's go.
Hamzatul Wasl? No. So it's not a fatha. Does the third letter have a dhamma? Yes. So it takes a dhamma. It reads udkhuli. And let's say I want to start reading from here. Let's look through the rules. Is there a lam after Hamzatul Wasl? Yes. So it takes a fatha. It reads al-jannah. Let's read it together. First we drop the Hamzatul Wasl. It now reads qi ad
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
MashaAllah. The more you study, the more or the better you become. Aja Afsat, Olawore.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam. Salafi alayhi wa
Alhamdulillah.
Òfin Quran, òun là ń tẹ̀lé lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Òun là ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ nípa the rule of Nunu Sakin and Tenwin. And today's session was recorded, alhamdulillah. Please, when you have time, please make sure you watch it. Does that make sense, please?
Okay, sir.
Thanks so much. Okay, I'm going to send the video again to everybody now on the chat, and also I'm going to send it on WhatsApp, which is Ilekeu platform, so that we can have access to it. Ilekeu. Do we all have it?
Yes, sir.
And I've also previously sent some videos about Al-Izhar, Al-Idgham, Al-Ikhfa, and Al-Idgham. Do we receive it, or you want me to repost it? The
On
rules,
Ileko platform, sir.
The rules are very important.
Please
Please.
send it, sir.
Okay. Okay, I will repost it so that everyone can have access to it. Now, I have leave the double sukun. I have leave it for now for you to understand the rule of Alif and Lam first now. That's another rule now. Do we have questions for me? Anybody has question? If you don't ask me, I'm going to ask you. If I'm going to ask Adia Fadilat, she said she was listening, then whether she was listening or not, we are going to know. Please, any question from Adia Afsot, from Adia Nemata, from Adia Bishola, from Adia Aisha, and from Adia Fadilat? Please, feel free to ask questions based on what we have done today. How to analyze. When you see the non-sakin or tanwin, what follows? The what category is it? Adia Afsot, over to you.
Assalamu alaikum wa
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi.
Regarding the known sack, is it Saknan?
Bedma.
And more people explain here who are understandable a bit. But I think, does that apply? Like each words. But about come across in the Quran, we don't have to. Do we have to read it that way?
Good question.
When you see one of Danny, you look at the third letter, you put Dama. And then the one that have Hal, Daddy, and Alif and Lam, you put Fatia. But if I think in the Quran, that only apply to the first word. We don't. Do we apply it? We don't apply it in the middle. Do we apply it in the middle as well?
Now, good question. You only apply the first letter at the beginning of your surah, as you said. Here now, am I showing Quran?
Yes, sir.
Am I?
Yes, sir.
So here, when you see this Hamza here, we always ignore it. Okay? We always ignore it. So the rule we just watch now is all about when we see it at the beginning of a verse. When you see it in the middle, you don't say it at all. You always what? Ignore. Look at this one. Innali, you only join the noun with what? With lam. Innal. You cannot say inna al-insan, except you are reading word by word. We are reading verse. We are not reading word. But here we say inna al-insana lafi khusr. Anytime you see it at the beginning, then you apply the rule. Let's look at Surah to Al-Alaq. Okay, let me open Surah to Al-Alaq and see what is happening there. So when you see it at the beginning, you apply the rule. In the middle, always what? Ignore. That's it. Surah to Al-Alaq. Is it this one? Surah to Ala. Yeah, Surah to Ala. Where is it? Surah to Ala. Okay. Al-Alaq. Where is Al-Alaq? Okay. Let's look at this surah now. Am I sharing Quran? Am I sharing Quran?
Yes, sir.
Yes, look at this Hamza to here now. Look at the rule here. Are we going to make it Fatiha or Kasra or Dhamma?
Kasra.
Why is it Kasra?
Because
there's no lam and
there is no lam. Thank you. And there's no Dhamma. So which means it's Kasra. So to answer the question, Aja Afsa, you apply the rules at the beginning of the sentence.
Okay, sir.
In the middle, what do we do?
We ignore.
Ignore, because we are reading Quran. But if you are learning word by word, you can also apply the rule. But because we want to be reading Quran in the future as well, please always apply the rule at the beginning of a verse. Hope we have answered your question.
Yes, sir. Shukran.
Thank you. That's technical question. MashaAllah. Here, I will say, Kalla innali. I ignore the Amsatul Wasl. Amsatul what? Wasl. Please. The terminology for today is Amsatul Wasl. Please remember it. You are going to see it all the time. There's no page you cannot find it. Always apply the rules at the beginning. Say as a, as e, or as u. How do we say as a if it follows lam? How do we say as u if the third letter has what? Dhamma. Otherwise, it has to be kasra. So we read ikra. We can never say ukra. We can never say akra. Does that make sense? What do we say? Ikra. Aja Fadilat.
Sir.
Any question, please?
No, sir.
Thank you. Please, let's feel free to ask questions if you don't understand. May Allah continue to increase our knowledge.
Amen.
Have mercy on us. Give us and prosperity. We really want to know this Quran. That's why we are taking our time out. 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 30 minutes. May Allah bless the time for us. Okay? So please, and for better understanding of this, make sure you revise. Revision is important. So I'm going to post this later on because after I have recorded it, I have to download it first, then have to upload it. So it's about 3 things I'm still doing under it. So if you haven't seen it on time, which means I haven't do it. Because I have another session now, inshallah, there's Yoruba session today from 12 o'clock. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Aisha.
Assalamu
Wa alaikum salam. How are you?
alaikum.